Even if we were talking about just one house, it's still a moral imperative. We allowed houses to be built on a toxic dump, and we allowed people to go into those residences. Let's not get caught up in a numbers game.
City Council approved $35 million for residents of Gordon Plaza to help them relocate to new housing. Well, the families have been fighting for decades to get the money after living on the top of a toxic dump. Well, now this major step forward is a big step forward after decades of hurdles.
7 yeas, no nays. There you go.
The sound of celebration by residents of Gordon Plaza who, for years, have spent time in council chambers demanding a fully funded relocation from the site that was once the agricultural street landfill.
Oh, today it was just a great day.
Shannon Rainey, a Gordon Plaza resident considered one of the leaders in this fight, says the years spent protesting on City Hall steps and sitting in on council meetings was well worth it.
After them hearing us and crying out to them, and just sitting in his council chambers day after day, meeting after meeting, somebody heard us, somebody understood us, and they understand our fight.
But there's still a question on the allocation of funds.
That's where it gets a little bit more complicated.
City Council President Elena Moreno says the first step is putting out a new RFP, or request for proposal, for a legal team to negotiate the terms of the Gordon Plaza judgment. The initial RFP only had one response from the Garner firm, but that firm also represents the Cantrell administration and their lawsuit filed against City Council, presenting a clear conflict of interest.
That's what the city attorney says is really necessary on our legal side to now start dispersing the funds.
And there are also questions as to where the money is coming from.
The money is coming from projects that haven't started yet on the capital fund piece. Instead, we were able to move that money around to provide for this ag solar project and the Gordon Plaza home replacement costs.
Moreno says the money will go back through the next bond sale set to happen in a few months.
We allowed houses to be built on a toxic dump, and we allowed people to go into those residences. Let's not get caught up in a numbers game.
Some residents we spoke to say they won't be satisfied, though, until the check is in their hands.
It's not a celebration.
But for Rainey, it's a major step forward for the residents who say they've been trapped in a toxic cycle.
But it was a great day to hear that somebody heard us.
So we also asked when these residents can expect to see those funds. Moreno didn't give us an exact date, but says it will be soon. Meanwhile, a working group of council members, residents of Gordon Plaza, and city administrators will have a public meeting Monday at 4 o'clock. They will discuss the RFP, and you can bet we'll be there.